What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And I just finished a series of meetings with our accountant, going through all of our books for 2023, getting ready for taxes. As of today, it is the 12th of March, so taxes are due in a couple of days, finalizing everything. And one thing that we did was we ran through our QuickBooks for the year, looked at the revenue that our agency booked, and I'm stoked to announce that we cleared over $1 million for our agency. We hit $1,005,000 in like $112 or something like that, which is just totally crazy to me. And seeing as I'm 2 lattes and a cortado deep, I figured I'd record a video for you guys that talks about if I had to start over today and I was in my early 20s or in my 30s, regardless of age, how I would go about rebuilding all of it, how I would start today to create wealth for myself, create a business that's successful, and to set myself up for success in the future. So I'm gonna cruise back home and we'll talk about it. But before I do, if you guys are into self-wealth or personal development and you guys are new here, I'm a 7-figure social media marketing agency entrepreneur. I share my story here and anything related to self-wealth or personal development. So if that's your vibe, go ahead and drop a subscribe to the channel. And if you learned something from this video, let me know in the comments. Always love to get to know everybody a little bit better. We'll see you there. All right, guys, so we made it back and we are currently in my living room. If you guys have followed my channel for a while, yes, this is a different setting. Usually I'm in my office where I record all of my videos, but honestly, last couple of weeks, my agency has been just a total rocket ship. Been closing a lot of deals, onboarding team members, onboarding clients, all that stuff. And I feel like I've just been locked in my office for a little bit too long. So figured I'd mix it up, get some daylight on my face and chat to you guys out here. So let me know what you think of the setup. Do you like it more out here or in the office? Let me know in the comments down below. And we're gonna go ahead and jump into the topic of this video. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about exactly what I would do if I was starting over from scratch. And I'm gonna help you really collapse time because I'm gonna explain to you exactly what I did to go from $14,000 per year, no business experience, to starting a business, scaling that business, and now being at a 7-figure per year business with it. So I'm not just gonna talk about tactics, I'm gonna actually tell you exactly what I've done. And this is something that you're gonna be able to do in far less time by the end of this video, maybe in a couple of years at the most. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is creating a side hustle or some sort of business for yourself. We're gonna talk about building this in public and why that's important. We're gonna talk about creating an audience and a brand around yourself and a community of people that actually care and trust you. We're gonna talk about providing value to those people. And then we're going to talk about helping them along their journey and monetizing that audience through things like courses and other potential income sources for yourself in the future. We're then going to talk about actually what to do with all the money that you're making and how to hang on to it so you actually set yourself up for life. Let's jump into it. So starting from the top, first thing that you want to do, especially if you're in your early to mid 20s, is start looking at starting a business. Maybe you don't have a 9-to-5 job, you've got a lot of time on your hands today and you can potentially avoid ever having to have a 9-to-5 job. Or if you're like me, I was 26 years old when I actually started my social media marketing agency, and I started it as a side hustle. I never thought that it would grow to be $1 million per year business, but it has. But it was just something that we started as a way to make a little bit more income on the side. We wanted to be able to pay off our student loans a little bit faster. We wanted to be able to take an extra vacation each year, stuff like that. Never saw ourselves quitting our jobs, never thought we'd run a 7-figure business. Now, while we're starting this business, we want to document this journey in public. This is step 2. There's a concept called building in public, and this is a great way to share your vision and share what it is that you're building. Derek and I did this by accident. Derek's my co-founder, and we run another YouTube channel called 2 Guys Build a Biz, where we've been posting on that about our social media marketing agency journey for the last 8 years. It's a channel that we started back in 2016, and initially it was just a way that we could share our journey. We could document the progress. And I can't tell you how cool it is to look back on those videos from 2016, even though they're not the greatest videos in the world, but to see what we were working on, the challenges that we were encountering at that time. What we didn't realize though was that people would start following us and they'd start believing in us and they'd start trusting us over time. And we started building and amassing an audience over there. When you build in public and people can go back and watch that historical journey in video form, Instagram form, whatever platform it is that you want to be on, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be building trust and you're going to be amassing an audience. So you want to go and create content around your journey, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. If you don't like being on video or in photo, start a blog. I still run a blog to this this day, and it's an amazing traffic source for us. But what your blog or your channel or your Instagram account is gonna do is it's gonna have social proof of you documenting your journey all the way from the start. There are so many people out there that are looking for people like yourself who are gonna be going through a journey and building something for themselves. This whole concept of build in public content creation is something that I see a ton of people having success with today, and it's something that I really wish that we put a lot more attention into. So now we're running a business, it's starting to be successful, we're starting to make money with it, and we're building in public, and we're starting to generate an audience of people that are interested in following our journey and seeing what it is that we're doing, the challenges we're encountering, and how we're solving those problems so that they can go and solve their own problems. What I recommend that you do is step 3, which is you start converting those people into an owned audience. So the problem with YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, blogs is that there's algorithm changes that are happening all the time. You have no idea when you're gonna log into Instagram one day, there's gonna be a new algorithm update. We've all seen these videos about this, and it's gonna compromise your ability to reach an audience that you've built. So what you wanna do is you wanna take those followers and you wanna convert them into email list subscribers, or people that are maybe in a school community or some other group that you actually own. So in order to do that, what I recommend you do is you give out free assets for free, teasers, freebies, whatever, that people will find value from and they'll be able to actually do something with. This is very important. Nobody likes a freebie that sucks. And in exchange for their email, you provide it to them as a solution to a problem. So as an example, we have a lot of people that follow us for social media content on our other YouTube channel. And in all of our YouTube descriptions, we've got a bunch of different free assets that people can download that are gonna help them with their own journey, especially if they're early on or looking to scale their business. They opt in for that. We get their email in exchange for a very valuable asset, and they become a subscriber who continues to check in and get updates from us over time. You don't need to overthink this. There's all kinds of freebies that you can create. Maybe it's a help guide, a meal plan, whatever it is that you want to build your business around, people are going to find value from it. So now what we've been doing is we've been starting our business, we've been sharing that journey, we've been making money with our business, we've been creating fans and people that are into what we're doing and want to maybe create their own business like the one that we've created. And we've been learning, and we're steps further and further ahead, where we're learning more and more and more, and we now have knowledge and experience that we can package up and potentially monetize and sell to our audience. If you're of the mind that online business like courses and consulting and all of that is a scam, I'm sorry to tell you, have you looked at the school system lately? Because that is the actual scam. I'm running a 7-figure business. I've completely self-educated myself on how to do it, how to run it, and every other question that I've ever had answered for my business has either come from a mentor whose knowledge I've paid for or from a course that I've purchased. What courses are is they are a synthesized book of knowledge from somebody that created some sort of business and has packaged that up into a series of videos or assets that can teach you and save you a ton of time on your journey. That's what our course is. It's 110 videos on how to start, grow, and scale a social media marketing agency like we've done. We've got the social proof. We've been showing our journey for the last 8 years. People can trust us because they know that that's actually how we make our money. We've got a 2 Comma Club plaque verified by a third party that says, yes, these guys are running an actual agency that's doing $1 million per year. And all of the knowledge we've learned over the last 8 years are synthesized and packaged up into a specifically ordered sequence of videos that take you from somebody who knows nothing about social media to somebody who's a social media marketing expert and can make thousands of dollars from it every single month. This is what you want to create. You want to make your way through starting your business, understand the challenges that you encounter, and then package that up into maybe a course, or you can do one-on-one mentorship, or you can do group coaching, whatever it is, because the people that are following you are going to be inspired. They're going to want to replicate the types of results that you've been able to create. They're going to want to see the journey. And as they see the journey, they'll be inspired and they'll want to go and create a business like that for themselves. And you'll be the person that they trust because you've been building in public all along the way, and you've been giving them free value, and they're ready to sign up and take that next step. There are really 4 different ways that you can monetize. The first one obviously is online courses. The second is consulting, one-to-one consulting or mentorship. The third is selling things like assets, like PDF guides, quick start handbooks, whatever it is, Notion templates, so on and so forth. And the last is actually consulting or working with other types of businesses directly. To give you guys some context, my agency obviously does about $1 million every single year. On top of that, our coaching business does another couple $100,000 every single year. Definitely nothing to sneeze at. Our agency is definitely what pays all of our bills, keeps the lights on, pays all of our team. But I will tell you what, the single most rewarding thing out of everything that I do is seeing students go through our course, have success, and be able to replicate the types of results that we've been able to achieve in our own lives. Now, the big mistake that a lot of people make when they start having success in business, especially when they're younger, is they don't hang on to that money. They start taking that money, they start getting stuck into the consumerism trap, they start buying stuff they don't need, they go out, they get themselves a nice car, and I was definitely guilty of some of this. this. I was pretty lucky to learn some prudent money habits early on. If you've watched my video on how to invest for beginners and really anything else on my channel, you know that I am pretty smart with my money and I'm pretty modest in the stuff that I spend my money on. What you want to do is you want to take all that money that you've worked so hard to build and you want to start actually going and automating that process. So if you check out this video right here, I'll walk you through my whole investment strategy, how I multiply my income, how I've taken the money that I've made from my business and turned it into prudent financial investments that have completely set me up basically for life at this point. I'll see you over there.